The fire on Kindiki has now stopped and is begging Rigathi Gachagua for forgiveness. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media. We bring you news updates as they break, and kindly if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has claimed that the Deputy President Kindiki reached out to him through an intermediary, asking for political pressure against him to be reduced as tensions between the two leaders continue to rise.
Yesterday, Professor Kindiki sent a friend to talk to me that we are too harsh on him and we should go slow on him and we should forgive him if we have wronged him. Professor, we have no problem. We forgive you for your sins. But there are two we are unable to forgive you, and we must go for you. During the 2024 Gen Z protest, you are the CS Interior. William Ruto instructed you to abduct our children and kill them. I talked to you as my kinsman. I pleaded with you, Professor Kindiki, not to agree to kill young children. You are the CS Interior. I'm unable to forgive you because even you should have mercy on the parents of those young children you killed. Again, I'm unable to forgive you for sabotaging the war on illicit brews that has been killing our people.
The claims were made on Sunday during a church service at ASK St. Mark Maragua in Murang'a County, and Gachagua told the congregants that an intermediary had approached him on behalf of the Deputy President, requesting that his allies ease their criticism. The remarks add a new dimension to an already intensifying political rivalry, one that is increasingly playing out in public forums and gatherings. According to Gachagua, the request from Kindiki's side was framed as an appeal for understanding, suggesting that the criticism directed at the Deputy President had become too severe. Gachagua indicated that while he is open to reconciliation at a personal level, he remains firm in pursuing political accountability on matters he considers significant. The statements reflect a widening divide between the two leaders, both of whom have held senior roles within the current administration. As the situation unfolds, the political tone between their camps appears to be hardening. And Gachagua's remarks did not stop at the issue of political criticism. He went further to link his concerns to events surrounding the 2024 Gen Z-led protests, which drew national attention over issues including the cost of living, taxation, and also governance. Those protests were marked by widespread demonstrations across the country, with the young people forming a significant part of the movement. In his address, Gachagua alleged that the government's response to those protests involved actions by security agencies that led to the abductions and deaths. He claimed that the operations were carried out under the direction of the senior government officials. Specifically, Gachagua alleged that the President William Ruto issued instructions to security agencies, and that Deputy President Kindiki, who previously served as the Interior Cabinet Secretary, played a central role in overseeing those operations. These allegations, made in a public setting, introduce serious claims into the political discourse. They also highlight the continued impact of the 2024 protests, which remain a reference point in national conversations about governance and also accountability. Gachagua further stated that he had at the time attempted to dissuade Kindiki from being involved in such actions. He described making personal appeals, citing shared ties, but indicated that those efforts did not change the course of events as he understood them. The remarks underscore the depth of disagreements between the two leaders, moving beyond policy differences to matters of personal and political responsibility. For many families affected by protests, the issue remains sensitive. Reports of deaths and disappearances during the period left lasting questions, with relatives seeking clarity and justice. Gachagua's statements bring those concerns back into focus, placing them at the center of the current political debate. At the same time, the allegations come without independent verification within this context, and they are likely to draw responses from those named. The evolving situation reflects the broader dynamics of Kenya's political environment, where disagreements between leaders often intersect with national issues and public sentiment. Gachagua also indicated that the matters he raised could remain part of his political agenda moving forward. He suggested that the issues tied to the protests would continue to shape discussions and also influence political positioning in the country. The remarks were delivered in the presence of several political leaders, signaling coordinated support within his camp. And among those accompanying him were Cleophas Malala, Edward Muriu, James Gakuya, Joe Nyutu, and Karungo Wathangwa. Their presence points to a broader political alignment, with leaders rallying around shared concerns and messaging. And such gatherings also serve as platforms for reinforcing political positions and also mobilizing support at the grassroots level. The church setting, often used by political leaders to address communities, provided an opportunity to reach a wide audience while framing the message within a broader societal or other social context. As these developments unfold, the relationship between these key figures in government continues to draw attention. Disagreements at this level have implications not only for individual leaders but also for the functioning of the administration and also the broader political climate. Public exchanges of this nature can influence perceptions among citizens, shaping how leadership and also accountability are viewed. They can also affect alliances both within and outside formal political structures, and for many observers, the situation raises concerns and questions about how such disputes will be managed and that impact they may have on governance. And at the same time, the focus on the past events, particularly the 2024 protests, indicate that unresolved issues will continue to resonate within political discourse. These issues are likely to remain part of the ongoing conversations, especially as leaders position themselves ahead of the future political developments. The current moment reflects a period of active engagement where political narratives are being shaped in real time, and leaders are also using public platforms to communicate their perspectives, while citizens follow closely, weighing the implications of what is being said. As the exchange continues, attention will remain on how both sides respond and whether the situation escalates further or moves towards resolution. The coming days may provide more clarity as statements are made and positions become more defined. For now, the remarks by Gachagua mark a significant point in evolving relationship between two senior political figures. They bring into focus not only personal differences but also broader questions about accountability, leadership, and also direction of national discourse. And as the political temperature rises, the nation watches closely, aware that words spoken today may shape the path ahead. That is all from Kenya Lens Media. Kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content.